So we have a length of 3 centimeters, and it's a stamp. King's head on, notice the nice crown here that I've done, and a breadth of 2 centimeters. What's the perimeter of this stamp? Well, it's 3 plus 2, half of the rectangle multiplied by 2, giving us a perimeter of 10. What's the area of this stamp? Length times breadth, 3 times 2, giving us 6. Units of area, centimeters squared. Units of perimeter in centimeters. Length and breadth are also in centimeters. Okay, if we were to draw this stamp instead at the size 4:1, then are we magnifying or reducing? We have to think of 4:1 as being 4 divided by 1, which is 4 times larger. So if we're going to draw something in scale of 4:1, we must make it 4 times larger. So that's what we do with the length. We make the length 4 times larger, which means we do 3 times 4, giving us a length of 12 centimeters. We make 3 4 times larger, turning it into 3 times 4, 12. We make 2 4 times larger, turning it from 2 times 4, giving us 8. Okay? So if we now work out the perimeter, we would have 12 plus 8 multiplied by 2, which would give us 20 times 2, giving us 40. 20 times 2, 12 plus 8, 20 times 2, 40. 40 centimeters. So we can see that the perimeter is being multiplied by exactly the same factor as the scale, multiplied by 4. Okay, but let's have a look at the area then. The area is length times breadth. 12 eighths. How many are 12 eighths? 12 eighths are, come on guys, 12 times table. Pardon? 96, I heard. I heard some wrong answers as well, but let's take the right answer. 12 eighths are 96. Okay, what's the factor here then? How have we gone from 6 to 96? Let's have a quick look here. 96 divided by 6. 6 goes into 9, 1 time, 3 left over. 36 goes into 6, 6 times. So look, to calculate the area here, we got multiplied by a factor of 16. Is there any way we can relate 4 to the number 16? What is 4 squared equal to? 16. So when we're multiplying with areas, because we're multiplying that length 4 times larger, and the horizontal breadth 4 times larger, and the length 4 times larger, the factor multiplied by the area is 16, 4 squared. Right, let's look at 1 to 2 then. The length, if we are going to change the length in the scale 1 to 2, we're going to have to change it by multiplying it by a half. So 3 times a half would give us what? 3 times a half, or 3 divided by 2, will give us 1.5. 2 divided by 2 will give us 1. So the perimeter of our stamp, if we made it in the scale 1 to 2, we made it half as big, would be 2.5. 1 plus 2.5 times 2, it would be 5. 5 centimeters would be the perimeter. It's what we would expect. We would expect the perimeter to be multiplied by a half as well. What about the area then? Well, the area that we would get of our stamp would be 1 times 1.5, which would be 1.5 centimeters squared, would be our area. What's the change from 6 to 1.5? Well, it's multiplied by a quarter, which is what we would expect, because I would expect it to be multiplied by a half, all squared. So this is sort of looking in and investigating what's going to happen when it comes to scale.